Sam, just looking back to Boxing Day, we knew going there it would be a bit of a scrap, a bit of a derby, and it ticked all the boxes in the end, I think, didn't it?
Yeah, it was a very tough game. Pitch didn't help us, the conditions weren't great, but I think we showed a side of us where we can dig deep and do the horrible stuff, and I think we did that very well and got a good point in the end.
And did you find more or less straight from the off with the conditions and everything else that it was going to be one of those days at the office?
Yeah, I think turning up straight away we thought, oh well, we're not going to have much chance to play with the pitch, and I thought that we did the horrible stuff well, and I think that's what got us the point in the end.
And the gaffer spoke about it, although try not to pay too much attention to a lot of what's said externally. One or two have said very good footballing team might not be able to mix it, so it's nice to be able to respond to that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we knew from minute one that we weren't going to be able to get it down like we would want to, but I think the lads, Crosby especially, was excellent, and JMO flying him in the tackles, and we did show a horrible side to us, and I think we can take that as a group and move forward with that.
I think both teams will enjoy probably playing a little bit more of a game of football on New Year's Day, but the closeness of these two matches, it just makes it extra competitive, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, playing after a few days is great because you know what to expect sort of more than you would playing further on with the season with different signings and everything. So it's a good place to get back at Aggborough, and hopefully we can get the win. And
does it being a derby, it's as much of a derby as we can get in terms of geography, I suppose, but plenty of players who've played for both of those clubs, it just adds a little something extra sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. You want to prove everyone wrong, that So I think that it's great for all the players involved that have been in both clubs, and adds a little spice, I suppose.
How are you finding it at the minute? The form in general quite good. Players enjoying
it? Yeah, I think the lads are all buzzing. We're on a good run at the moment, and we need to keep it going. So yeah, it's been great.
And what's involved in doing that? Is it literally as simple as trying to do on a weekly basis as many of the good things as you can do?
I think so. I think training's the most important thing. Being together as well. I think finally we've got all the lads together, and we've all gelled really well. So I think that's shown on the pitch and getting the results.
And personally that helps as well in terms of the relationships that are built between the lads as well. Good pals, so that does make a difference.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we all have a laugh in training, and it kind of helps us work hard because we know what we expect of each other, so then it pushes each other.
You well and truly start the second half of the season, I guess, on New Year's Day, don't you? It has that way of sort of laying down a mark for the second half of the season. What are the hopes, expectations, I suppose, just to keep doing well?
Yeah, I think we need to be doing exactly the same, playing well and trying to really push on and get as many results as we can. We're getting some performances together now that we expect, and we need to make sure that we keep that high standard.
And your own personal performances, as we've talked many times, you've been asked to do a varied amount of jobs, but you enjoy doing them all.
Yeah, I've got no problem in filling in any position. I just want to play, so right back, left back, on the wing, I really don't mind as long as I'm wearing that shirt.
You look forward to the atmosphere as well, I guess. The 600 Harriers fans there at Telford. Excuse me, you'd expect another big turnout.
Yeah, it was great to see that many fans. It really helped, especially second half going towards them fans. It really gave us a little buzz, and we want the same, again to New Year's Day.